What up, friends? How are you doing? Good morning. So, I wanted to talk just a little bit more about um, what I was talking about yesterday because I was really tired. I just gotten out of work, so I wasn't like I was. I mean, I said everything I wanted to say, but I just wanted to clarify a couple things. Um, the main thing with manifestations for me is prayer, is to pray, pray, pray. Okay, and basically we're not trying to start any more karma for us. We're basically trying not to because in order for your also for your manifestations to go through and start coming to fruition is you can't you have to start clearing out karma. Okay, we all do it. We all go through things. We all do things by mistake or whatever. But we all have karma that we have to go through. And that comes naturally to you. It's not like you have to go looking for it. Like when it's your time to clear your karma, it's your time to clear your karma, okay? And the way you react to those things is also how fast you move on, okay? Is how fast you get through them, okay? This I'm going to tell you this story and it's going to sound like a silly story, but the main person in my life who a long 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 time ago when I was young, all through this was the one what is it? This was the one ray of sunshine. Sorry, my throat's hurting. This was the one ray of sunshine in my life. Okay, from when I was young, like young, single digits, young, to when I was an adult. Um, it was my uncle Tony. Okay, my uncle Tony, um, was it's raining outside. Oh, this is snuggle weather. Damn it. Jeez, this is snuggle weather, okay? When you lay in bed all day. Maybe eat, okay? Maybe. Of course, popcorn. And just chill in bed all day watching like Lifetime movies, right? Right? Okay. Anyways, okay, all right, so, and then not answer the phone and just be there. Anyways, so this is the one ray of sunshine in my life was my Uncle Tony. Okay, he was very, very positive person. Okay, and I never used to understand it when I was young. When I was younger, I was like, "Why? What is wrong with you? Why are you so positive? Like, why do you? I used to be like the Debbie Downer. Okay, I used to be the one that was not so positive and not so looking at the bright side of things like I am now. I was never like this for a long time. I wasn't like this. And my uncle was like that. And sadly, he didn't get to see me in life, to see me like this because he used to, no matter what, I used to roll my eyes at him. He used to continue with his thought process like that. Like, I'm going to give you this one example, this one story he told me, okay? And I just was like, But I remember it till this day. Okay, I was young. I was like, it was like I was in my 20s. I believe he went to jail. He had to go to jail. It was like county jail. I think he had to like stay for some tickets or something like that, right? And so he went. He was in jail for a few months, and he said that even though he was there in jail, he was very thankful, you know, for having a place to stay, because I guess it was a rough part of his life, right? And I'm like, but you were in jail. Like, you were trapped. And he's like, yeah, but I had somewhere to sleep. And I'm like, what? What? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, that's so dumb. I think that's what I told him. I was like, okay, and he used to be like, well, Mija, sometimes people don't have a place to live. And at that time, my life was, chaotic. There's things going on. And that was where I was supposed to be. And I had a place to lay my head, somewhere warm. It was winter, and I did my time. And when I did my time, when I left, I made sure I cleaned the cell for the next person. And I'm like, what? Tony, like, what are you talking about? And he goes, yes. He goes, Mija, I know it was a jail cell, and I know, I was there for months. But like I said, I had somewhere, I was very thankful for that, for where I had to live, because I was able to get myself straight. And then when I got out, I was ready to live life again. Okay. So I wanted to make sure that the person that came in it was clean for them. I never understood that for the life of me. I was like, okay, sure, and and now I see what he means. It makes clear, like, sense, like, to me, and I'm like, and I didn't understand it then because I was nowhere near like this spiritual journey. I was still going down like wrong paths and setting myself up for failure and lots of karma and being around a lot of negative people, and so I didn't understand it, but I understand it now, and I'm like, wow, that's like an amazing way to look at things, Another thing was, oh, sorry, I'm getting choked up here. Hold on, let me get a drink of coffee. Okay. Another thing that he said, that he would do was he used to always, like, I've always been one to like like give money to the homeless. I've always been like that, but I never held conversations with them ever. I just give them their money and I'm out of there. Okay, peace out. But him, he would like start conversations with them. Like he would like, hi, hey, how you doing? Like talk to them as if they were friends. Okay. And me, I wasn't that type of person to talk to strangers ever. Now I'm more, I'll talk to strangers, because the way I was raised was you don't talk to strangers and stranger danger and be afraid of everybody. Okay. Um, he would used to have conversations with people and he's like, well, Mija, they're just regular people like us. You can talk to them. You can say good morning. You can, I used to just give them money and not even make eye contact. Like just give them money and just go. Like that's what I would do because I didn't know like these people would want to talk, or at least just not like have a whole conversation, but like just say good morning, um, I just thought they just wanted money, And he's like, just think about it. Like if you were in that situation, like wouldn't you want somebody to talk to you and not be like if you're invisible? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so evil, You know what I mean? So I'm like, so I start whenever you start looking at the other side of the table, um, they call it devil's advocate. I don't like using that word, but when you just flip the script, you can say that instead. You can see, if you were in that position, what how you would feel in that situation. You know what I mean? And a lot of what holds us back in life is just us by ourselves with our negative thoughts and our self, like self sabotaging behavior. It's us. It's not other people. It's us because we are in charge of our own lives. You know what I mean? So if you no longer think negatively and against yourself and stopping yourself, and you don't listen to distractions because you are going to be distracted, there are distractions everywhere, just like people are here on this earth, like earth angels. Just like there's earth angels, there's also people working for the devil. Okay. And they're going to distract you, they're going to tempt you, they're going to stop you because that's their job. Okay. That's their job, that's their one job. They don't, it doesn't matter how they're going to stop you, you're going to be stopped by any means necessary. Are you going to allow them to stop you to get where you're wanting to be? No, you have to ignore them. You can't put any energy into anything that they're saying because they don't want you to go where you got to go because they haven't even started their journey. They can. People can start anytime. You're never too old to start any journey in life. You can start whenever the hell you want to. Whenever you stop stopping yourself, yeah, that's when you can start. Because it's you. Like, you're the one that does it to yourself. You know what I mean? And whenever you begin that journey, there's going to be distractions everywhere, all over the place, everywhere, all over. Things are going to happen in your life. People are going to stop you or whatever. And that's why I think it's easier to do a spiritual journey on your own because you're not distracted. You don't have anybody to, stop you from anything. And yeah, it's hard to do, because you do spend a lot of alone times because you have to be alone with your thoughts. You have to learn yourself like all over again, and you have to find your peace. That was what I was looking for this whole time, was my peace. And that's what it was. Like, you just have this craving for just no more chaos. When you're living like in the same circle of negativity and all this stuff like that, like you crave just silence. Like you just want it to be quiet. And um and you'll do anything to get there. You really will. Because in the end, if we, us as people, if we're not happy, and this is our lives, because you are the magician of your own life, you can do whatever you want. Okay, it's a choice to live in peace or to live in chaos. If you're constantly surrounded by chaos and drama, and that's you have yourself there. That's nobody else. So you really don't have anybody else to blame. You can remove yourself anytime. You know what I mean? So once I understood that part of it, I was like, oh, okay, so it's me. Okay. So it's me. I'm like literally stopping myself. Okay, okay, I see it now. I see what you mean now. But it all started with my uncle, like, and he didn't care like how I was just like, whatever, dude. He did not care. Like, he would just always just tell me, like, he just was always so positive, and I just am so sad that he never got to see me in this light, because it's like going to be a million years, because I'm like a mini version of my mom. Okay. And my mom's ruthless. Okay. Like, I was literally like a mini version of her. Okay. And also, whenever you stop caring about what like other people think and stuff like that, and just focus on yourself, like, your appearance changes big time. That's the main thing that people have noticed about me who haven't seen me in a very long time. Like, you just have like your face just changes when the burden is off of you. And sometimes I look at myself and I don't even recognize myself. I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? Who is this bitch looking at me? And it's me. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, it, and honestly, I did, people, I mean, when you start, like, um, and you meet people like that, you're like, wow, they just have this light to them. Like, they're just so content with themselves. Like, how do you do that, right? And then when you get there, you're like, oh, okay. And it really does, because really, the way people carry themselves is the way they feel about themselves. If you really think about it, like, if you think highly of yourself, you're not going to care what anybody thinks. No, I'm not like the prettiest person. Yeah, I have some issues. um, or I like to call them kinks to myself. Yes, I can be a little bit complicated, but that's just because of the things that I've gone through, and those are the things that I'm working through. At least I acknowledge what's wrong with me, and I'm not over here in la la land like, oh no, I'm just a perfect human being just living on this earth. No, I know there's a lot to me, and I'm always honest and upfront, and I say that to people. Like, I got some issues. You know what I mean? And I'm honest about it. But it's this beautiful journey that I've been on, and anybody can be on it. You just have to start with yourself. The first step for some, for the liars like Liv, is to stop lying, acknowledge what changes need to be made, what's going to make you happy. What do you have to do to make yourself happy? Sometimes it's drastic. Sometimes we have to take drastic measures because we just crave that silence and peace. When there's like a lot of moving parts involved, it's a lot harder to get where you're going. And a lot of times people depend on us, and sometimes we have to cut that shit out for ourselves. It's not being cold hearted or anything like that, especially if you've helped a lot of people for a very, very long time, like I did. Okay. It was hard to say no because I will give my shirt off my back to anybody. And that's where I had to learn to stop doing that. I had to learn to stop doing that. And I had to learn that I have to put that love that I put into other people that are not returning it to me, I have to put that into myself. Because if I don't love myself, who is going to come and love me if I don't even treat myself right? And right, you know what I mean? So if somebody sees me, my jazzy life, if somebody sees me mistreating myself and not even giving a shit about myself, not even showering, like she does, not even combing my hair like she does, then a Christopher Bowser's gonna come in my life and treat me like that because he sees, oh, this bitch don't give a fuck about herself. She don't need nothing. She doesn't want anything. She doesn't need my time. Oh, I need lots of time. I do. I need lots of time. And I wouldn't be like jazzy and just be like, oh no, I don't. I'm just out. I'm no. I'm complex. I tell people from the beginning, I'm very complicated. Okay, I have a lot of things. I have a lot of things. Okay, I'm very complex and I require a lot of attention. Okay, that's what I say from Jump Street. I'm not gonna be ignored like fucking Jazzy over there. No, whoever I end up with is going to love every single thing about me, and they're gonna enjoy it. Damn it. Anyways, so I'll let you go. I gotta get ready for work. But, I was just trying to say, I was trying to say a little bit more. This is kind of like a part two from yesterday, basically. But, anyways, y'all have a good day. Okay. Bye bye.